Hello everybody on YouTube, Brandon Parker back again with another tutorial. This time this tutorial is going to be on Final Cut, showing you how to do intros. Someone asked me on my channel, on the channel comment section, so I decided that I'd do it, showing you how to do an intro a little bit in Final Cut, show you how to get started there a little bit. There's many things you could do with intros and everything. You could use integrate different programs depending on what you have. Say if you have like Cinema 4D, you can use that to make your intros for your videos. Or if you have Apple Motion that comes with Final Cut Pro, depending on what you have, you can use those together. Say if you just have Final Cut and that's all you have, or the Express version or the Pro version or whatever, which I have the Pro version, but I'm going to show you how to mess around with doing basic intros inside of Final Cut, just using the Final Cut by itself. So we're going to go right into Final Cut. And also what you could do inside of Final Cut is you could like say if you have like different plugins, depending on what you have, like the popular plugins that are really popular inside of Final Cut are the FX Factory Pro plugins, and those plugins come with like different third-party plugins that are made by different people and everything, and they come with really nice intro making. You could use like right here, you could use like the Yan box, you can use like the nod and all that. You can use like the text that come with inside. There's this came with Final Cut, and then there's Sugar Effects Toolbox. That's FX Factory Pro. There's a bunch of different other ones, and I'll put a link in the description at the end of the video or inside the description box, or so you can get down and look at all the different plugins that you get with FX Factory Pro. And I know those plugins are not free, but they do offer some free trial ones, and then they offer some freebies that they just give out for free. So you can check out the website there. And if you want to buy the plugins and everything, I think it's like around $300. That's pretty much what I paid when I went to get them and everything. And I wanted all the special plugins and everything. And I know like the Yanbox ones, like some of these plugins, like the FX Factory Pro, they work the same way. They work well with Adobe After Effects. So if you have like After Effects and you want to use the same plugin that you have for the Final Cut, you can use those in After Effects as well, which is pretty nice. And you could do a little different things with them inside of After Effects, depending on what you want to do. Like After Effects, you know, it does cool effects in there and everything, so you could bring out the plugins a lot more. And if you just want to use them inside of Final Cut, you could do like whatever comes with inside the plugins. So I'm going to show you what mode type looks like. So I'm going to click on mode type, and this is from the folder on the Yan box, and it comes with the nods. So I'm going to go right in here. I'm going to show you what it looks like a little bit, and I'm going to show you this little animation that is the basic one that this is the default one that it comes with, and it does that a little bit, and that's pretty much of a basic animation, and you could do a lot more with this if you have like the Yanbox mode type. So we're going to go to let's see, we're going to go to here, let's put it to right about there, and we're going to go to controls, drag this out, click on the video, so you could see these together as I'm changing this. So I'm going to change the text. We're going to go to text, and I'm going to go to mode type, and I'm going to change this to my username. Well, actually this is for my fan video channel, so I would do fan this video that I'm working on is a fan video for my fan video channel. So I'm going to show you what it looks like a little bit. Okay, and there's that. And now I'm going to show you what you could do inside of here a little bit. You could go to, let's go to choose present. You could change the different presents a little bit, or you could like manually change all of the settings in here. But there's like presents that you can mess around with. There's 3D flow, and it'll change that a little bit, mess around. There's that. There's like, let's see, there's glowing lines, and I'm not going to mess around with all of them. I'm just going to show you just a few. Let's go to, which is a good one that I like. I like to go to the, let's see, 3D motion. You could do, yeah, like 3D motion, something like that. 3D motion to see, like that. Let's go to, see which one do I want to use for this tutorial, just to show you a lot more of the basic features you can mess around with. Okay, we're going to see that. Let's go to the shadows. Let's see. like right here. Okay, I'll leave that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the font from impact, because each setting on these, they select their own fonts, whatever. And let's see, let's go to SF Trans Robotic. That's a popular font I like to use. And SF Trans Robotic is robotics is the font used on the Transformers movies. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool font, and it makes my fan video channel username come out really nice, and even a lot better when I'm messing around with it in Cinema 4D in here. And this is what my intro is gonna look like a little bit when I have this shatter. You can see that a little bit when I upload this video and when it's done and everything. And I'll put a link to that later on to check out the final product when it's done. So let's see. Let's go to like drop down shadow on this. You could add drop down shadow to this. Let's put change the color so it'll come out a lot more. I usually like to do red. Red is one of my favorite colors. You can see red there. You can mess around with it. You can go to motion mixer. I like let's go to tracking animation. Let's see, random characters. What I like to do is I animate this a lot. I like to go to stop at word completion. Then what I like to do is do all characters. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, let's see, extend the duration. Let's extend it to right there. I'm going to extend it to like right about there. A little bit. You can see kind of what this looks like a little bit. A little bit laggy, a little bit, but you can see it a little bit, just right there. But it does a little bit. Boom, right there. You might want to tone it down a little bit, so I'd probably go to like right about there. Now we're gonna check that out again. Okay, sorry, it's a little laggy. I'm doing something in Cinema 4D. Okay, right there. And you can play around with all the settings on here and stuff like that. But see, you don't have this plugin or any of the FX Factory Pro runs, pro settings or plugins or whatever. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you basically from scratch now how to do this a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to compare this. I'm going to bring this all the way out to the end, like right around in here. Go, let's see, right out in here. Okay. I'll show you this. Okay, we're going to compare the two, which one's better. And I'm going to go back to effects, and I'm going to show you from scratch just the basic ones that come with the Final Cut. I'm going to show you the text one. Okay, then we'll click on this, sample text. We're going to do this. We're going to go to motion. Not motion, we're going to go to controls first. Change the text to, I'll just change it to my slogan there, I like to say, on my video channel, video. And if you have like Apple Motion, you could do a little bit better intro if you're missing out. Apple Motion comes with the whole set of the Final Cut Pro package. Okay, let's see. Art of video editing. Okay, what I'm going to do is do this. Okay, change the font of this. So I'll just change it to another one. Font that I like. I like to use 28 Days Later. That looks pretty nice. It's kind of a little bit of a grungy look to that. Okay, and let's see. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for. Let's bring this down again. Okay. It's just a basic text, and it's not on top of any video clips or whatever. It's just by itself. Like the basic one, it'll show this green bar saying it's perfect. You don't have to render it. But since like the Yanbox mode type or whatever, it's a plugin that's comes with a lot of text and everything. That's why it's red on here. So it's a little bit. Let me show you like how to make it a little more looking 3D. We're gonna let's go to effects. Up in here, normal search bar. search and stylize. I forget what they are. Let's go all the way to the S's up in here. Let's go here. I'm gonna go to, let's see, stylize is right here. Okay, we're in stylize. We're gonna look for extrude. It's right here. Okay, so we're gonna drag the extrude. We're gonna put it on here. Okay, and it brings it out a little bit, and it kind of makes it look a little bit 3D a little bit. And it's a basic plugin that comes with Final Cut, so you should be able to have the extrude. And depending on what text you have, you drag it onto your text right in here. Okay, then we're gonna go back to filter. We're gonna go to filters. Double click on this. Okay, make sure we're on filters. Back size. Maybe you want to make it a little smaller, a little bit. Play around with that a little bit. Okay, go to clipping. See which one clipping. You might want to do a lot more clipping, so put the clipping back to a little more. And like I said, sorry for the lag a little bit. It's I'm doing something with Cinema 4D. So let's see. Let's see right there. Okay. Brightness, you want to have or you can add a color to your depending on what plugins you have. I'll just go to the basic color corrector. Let's go all the way to the C, because they're in alphabetical order wherever you have them. So, and like the color corrector ones, if you have it open, like I like to keep them open so I can get to them faster. They're highlighted in bold. So we're gonna go to color corrector. I usually do the three-way one. Let's see, we're gonna leave the brightness of it to right there. I usually change the color a little bit to right about, to right about there. See what that does. Add some color to it. Sorry for the lag a little bit. I'm doing something. That's okay. Okay. Also, right there, it brings out some little color right there. You can mess around with that a little bit. Like right there, you just play around with that a little bit, and then you could animate this. Let's go to motion. Okay. And then we're gonna add a point wherever you want your animations to happen in Final Cut. You add your points right in here. So I'm gonna add a point here. So I want it to stay like this right there. I don't want it to start moving like somewhere right around in here. Let's see, zooming in a little bit. So we're gonna go to right here on the scale, and we're gonna zoom it in a little bit. Okay, add a point right there. We're gonna bring this up some. That's probably a bit too much. So I'm going to bring that down some. To right about there. And you might want to mess around with the anchor point. Or, the anchor points. You might want to change it to, let's see, this would change it to the left or the right. So we're going to change it to the, bring it up or down a little bit. So we're going to, depending on what size it is, you might. Okay, so now it's a lot larger. 99 will bring it up. If it's a lot smaller, negatives will bring it up. But depending on the size and everything, so we're gonna go to, so it's gonna be negative 99 is where we want it. Maybe a negative 77, a bit more center. That's a negative 66. Maybe just a tad more to negative 55. Might want to bring it over a little bit to the left, so we're going to go to, let's see. Okay, we're going to go to that to, I'd say 10, because we didn't want to move it that much. To right about there, it's pretty close to being center. And adding an extrude makes your text look almost 3D a little bit. If you don't have anything like Cinema 4D, or you just have Final Cut Express and you don't have Apple Motion to help you out a little bit. The Apple Motion, I'll do a tutorial on that a little bit, on how to do an intro in there a little bit. after showing you in this tutorial how to do an intro a little bit, and so I can help you there. And now I'm going to render these two out, so I'll pause the video and show you what it looks like after they're both rendered out. So I'm going to pause the video. Okay, now here's what they look like. Okay, and you can mess around with them a little bit, even more. You can add like a video loop or an image behind them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to, okay, this one's the text, so we're going to go where it starts. Okay, go to here. Okay, again, sorry about that. This is Cinema 4D. Okay, we're gonna go to oops, all the way over to there. We're gonna go over right here. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, we're gonna go to it starts. Go to here. Okay, there's the mode type. Okay, right here. Okay, right there. Okay, we're gonna go to there. We're gonna go. Okay, right at the bottom. Actually, I would move this to the top. Okay, this one right there, and I'll show you. We'll go here, and I got like a video loop already, right here that I'm using for my video. Oops, edit, undo. Make sure that the arrow is not pointing to the right. Make sure it's pointing down. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Let's go up to here. Oh, there it is. A little bit right there, how it looks with that. I'll even get an image, go to File, Import, Files, and I'll go to, let's go to here, let's go to Texture Backgrounds. Give it a second to load. Okay, we'll go to, let's see, let's get a more of a colorful one that brings out a lot of the text back there. Let's try this one. Okay, you can see, I'll just cut this off a little bit. On the animation, I'll just cut it off a little bit so that when I render it out, you can see what it looks like. Okay, cut that out. Okay, then we'll go to here and we'll go to, well, I'm going to make this shorter because I put it to 1:10. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make it a lot shorter. Just to right there. We're going to go to where it starts. Okay, right here. Okay, we're going to go to here. We're going to go to sequence. We're going to render selection both. We're going to render, render selection both. Because I just want to render this right here. Okay, let's see. And I'll pause the video. Okay, now here's what they both look like. Oops. Make sure that I do this too on the green one. And I go to motion. Let's go to scale on this. Bring it in a lot more. Right about there. Okay, now we're going to go to sequence, render selection. We're going to render both. Now pause the video. Okay, okay, that's what they both look like a little bit, and I just rendered part of it a little bit just so I can show you what it looks like. Just a little bit. What I did is just zooming in a little bit, and that's it. And that's it on the tutorial. I hope you find this tutorial useful, just to get you started on how to make intros a little bit. Like I said, with this one right here that says my username right here. Show you this. Okay, this one right here is the let's see. Let's go back. Right over here. This one right here is a Yanbox mode type one. Okay. Is the one that has a plugin. If you have FX Factory Pro, you can use that a little bit. There's like a few bunch of other intros that you could do that come with. You can use this. You can use this for this is FX Factory Pro a little bit. You could do like different intros and stuff like that with your videos. And then, like I said, I'll put a link in the description where you could check the website for FX Factory Pro. You could check out some freebies and stuff like that. If you want to buy the whole set, you can check them out there. And that's it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my main channel, which is well, check out my channel with everything. All of my stuff that I do with all the Final Cut tutorials that I've done, and then I've done some Sony Vegas tutorials, and then I've done like I'm gonna plan on doing a lot more Cinema 4D tutorials. I've done one tutorial there so far, beginner tutorial how to get started. So I'm going to show you how to do a lot more 3D animations in Cinema 4D. Because that's the 3D program that I have, and then I'm going to show you a lot of other stuff with music making and stuff like that. I want to do a lot more beat making, Logic Pro tutorials if you have a Mac and you use Logic Pro, or if you have Windows and you have FL Studio. I want to do a lot more tutorials with that as well. So in the next few tutorials, you're going to be seeing a lot of Cinema 4D and a lot of music making tutorials. So that's it. Check out my website, pixelpocketmedia.com. And also check out my second channel and my fan video channel. My second channel, which is Spy Knock, and my fan video channel, which is Fantasy Art. So check both those channels out. Subscribe to them if you like what you see there on those channels. On my Spy Knock channel, I do parodies. I do movie reviews, game reviews. And on my Fantasy Art channel, I just do fan videos there to my favorite movies I like to watch and stuff. Mess around with showing you in my videos what I know, in the tutorials showing you what I do in my videos and stuff with my fantasy art and stuff like that. And that's it. See you later. That's it.